everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Megan and today I'm going to be taking you through a super fun 20-minute low impact cardio workout. It's a fantastic way to get your cardio in and also a great way to get those steps in if you don't fancy going outside. Maybe you've got kids to watch, or maybe it's just got to the end of the night and you've realised you need to get your steps in. It's also my personal favourite way to get my cardio in. You don't need any equipment for today's workout, so when you're ready, let's get started. So we're just going to get started today by walking on the spot. Getting those arms involved. You don't need to pick up your feet too high, just a natural, normal walking pace. And the structure of today's workout is we're going to do a 1 minute of walking followed by 30 seconds of a low impact cardio exercise. If that doesn't work for you, that's absolutely fine. You can just continue to walk on the spot. But for now, let's get our walking set up. So I want you to think nice and tall through the body. We're standing up straight. We're getting those arms involved, and if you want a little bit of core engagement as well, you're going to pull that belly button in towards the spine and just think of tucking those hips under. We want to move at a reasonably fast pace because we want to start getting a bit hot and a little bit sweaty, but you pick the pace that works for you. This is a 20-minute workout, so it is a little bit of a marathon and not a sprint. So coming on into our first exercise, we're going to take some side steps. So nothing too crazy. We just step out to the side, feet together. Out to the side, feet together. So each step, you're just bringing your feet together, trying to create a nice little rhythm. Again, you can get those arms involved if you want, or you can just stay lower body, whatever works for you. And again, we just have 30 seconds for these cardio exercises, and then we're going straight back into the walking. So if you ever get lost, you're just gonna come straight into the walking and you'll pick it back up. Really nice, so back to just walking on that spot. Remember to take some nice big breaths during this. We don't want to get a little lightheaded. And as you start to warm up, you can start to pick up the pace a little bit as well. So for our next exercise, we're going to start picking up those knees a little bit higher, just coming into some high knees. So just bringing each knee up a little bit higher. If that doesn't work for you, you can stay a little bit lower, just trying to get them higher than they are in that natural walking pace. But if you can, get those knees up nice and high. And you should definitely be starting to feel a little bit warm now. And we're heading back into our walking, so let's have a little reset, making sure we're pulling that belly button in. We're nice and tall through the spine, shoulders roll back and open, and we're getting those arms involved as well because we do want to make this a little bit full body. Perfect, we are racking up those steps now. This is an amazing class to do if you do want to get those steps in, but the weather is just turning a bit rubbish. I know that's a problem we're all having lately. So we're going to go into our touch down. So we touch down and step, touch down and step. If that's a bit much for you, you don't have to go all the way down. You can just reach and step. But if you want that full burn in those legs, you're going to come all the way down and in. If you can, touch that floor. and we go straight back into our walking. So remember, this is your workout, so if keeping up this pace with me is a little bit challenging, you can always slow it down to a more casual walking pace, or if you really want to feel that cardio burn today, you can get a little bit of a pace on. I'm going to set somewhere in the middle, but you pick the level that works for you. So next we're going to come into our reach back, so arms are forward, and as we step, we're just going to pull out. So we step out to the side and we pull out and back with those arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together to feel that back work just a little bit. Really nice, and we're heading straight back into our walking. So up next we have some prisoner walks, which means we're going to be placing our hands behind our head. If this position puts a lot of strain on your shoulders, you can just continue to walk. I know for some people that's very uncomfortable, but if not, hands behind the head, and we step forward, forward, back, back. Little bend through the knees to stay a little bit lower. Forward, forward, back, back. From the front, looks like this. So we're staying a little bit lower, and we've got our hands behind our heads, just like a prisoner. Forward, forward, back, back. Try and keep up with that pace. And back to our walking. Standing nice and tall, let's roll those shoulders back. Think of tucking those hips under slightly so we're not arching through the back. And we're going to pull that belly button into spine just to make sure we're engaging through the core. And remember to breathe. Try not to hold your breath when things get tough. Nice big breaths in, big breaths out. So next we're coming into side reach. We just reach and center, reach and center. Reaching out, get a nice twist through that body. And the faster you go, the more of a cardio burn you're gonna feel. So you pick the level that feels good for you. Really nice, coming straight back to center for our walking. So we're gonna come into some butt kicks next. So we just kick and kick, kick and kick. Little sway side to side just to keep your foot in. And if you can, that foot kicks all the way up to the bottom. If that's a little too much for you, you can just do a little flick. But if you can, all the way up to the bottom. Really nice. We're coming straight back into our walking. So for our next exercise, we're coming into our half star. So we step out and reach up, and then out and reach up. So each time we step out, back to center, out, back to center, and we're reaching up and over. Making it a little bit faster if you want to stay with that cardio burn. Really nice, getting right back into our walking. And making sure that we're standing nice and tall. As we get tighter, we start to slump over, but it makes it harder to breathe. So rolling those shoulders back, standing up nice and tall. And remember, you pick the pace that works for you. If you need to start slowing things down, that's fine. If not, you're gonna stay with me. So next we're going to go into a little bit more of an ab focused exercise, bringing the hands behind the head, taking a wide stance, and we're knee to elbow and knee to elbow. So each time alternating leg and arm. You don't have to bring the knee all the way to the elbow if it's a little bit challenging for you, but if you can, nice big movements. Really nice, and we're coming back to our walking. You should definitely be feeling a little bit toasty now. I know I am. Heart rate is definitely up and I've got a little bit of a sweat on. Such a fantastic, easy way to get in a little bit of cardio and to get those steps in as well. So we're going to add in a little bit more upper body and we're going to come into some forward punches. So we punch and step, punch and step. Stepping forward with the same foot that we're punching that arm with. Really nice, keep going. You are so far through this workout. You are so close to being done. You have got this. For our next exercise, we're just going to speed things up a little bit. So whatever pace you're going, you're going to start speeding this up for me. So these are our fast feet, fast arms. If you want to get super speedy with it, you can do. If you want to stay more medium, that's fine. But whatever you're doing for your normal pace, I want to see you speed that up. Really nice, and back to just our normal walking pace. Really nice. And for our final exercise, we're going to come into some standing crunches. So we're going to bring the arms up overhead. Think of tucking those ribs back in. And then we pull down and crunch. So knee lift as we pull the arms down. Think of this as a little crunch. So we want to tuck those hips under, pulling that knee up to chest. Think of pulling down really hard. Really nice. And we're just going to end out today's workout with just one last minute of walking. Really nice. You've got less than 30 seconds left. Keep going. Well done everybody, grab some water and catch your breath. Thank you so much for joining me for today's low impact 20-minute cardio walking workout. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and drop a comment down below letting me know what you enjoyed and what you would love to see more of in the future, because comments really do help support my channel. I'd love to see you in another video, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.